pleased to be joined once again here on the Rich Eisen Show, as he did the first guest last week, the entirety of the show's history. Now the first guest of the second week, DP. How are you, Dan?
Hi, Rich.
You doing well over there, DP? Everything good over there in
Yes, I am.
Well, there's some seeds of discord you sowed here last week a little bit with Ted. I think you got in his grill. I think you got in my showrunner's grill, Dan. If that's okay.
Wait, he's called a showrunner?
Yeah, that's what we call him here in Los Angeles. What's the matter?
I just call him a producer.
Okay.
Here in Connecticut. So you got a showrunner.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to take Ted down a notch or two. It was constructive criticism, and I can see that Ted looks like he has taken that constructive criticism and made himself better, a better showrunner today.
Do you think so, Ted?
I hope so.
With that?
I hope so. I take Dan's advice seriously, and I want to become better.
You sure? Because you look like you're
Sometimes you don't realize how you look on TV until somebody tells you how you look on TV.
That's true.
I'm just letting Ted know, just relax. Just have fun. Just, relax. Let the show come to you as a showrunner, and then I think the show will be better because of it.
I don't think he's listening right now. Are you all right, Ted?
No, I'm good. I just, it's been a tough week for everybody. We're just trying to get our feet under us, but, we always appreciate any input people have.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Dan, Ted, just don't take it that way, man.
No.
Right?
Let's just move on with the segment. First topic. We want to hear what Dan has to say.
Okay, Dan, the Sunday night football game, how shocking of a result was that to you?
I think everybody was all set to christen the new Giants and their new offense, and here they come, and we had them underrated, and no, I don't think so. I was surprised at the Eagles' defense, because that's not a good defense, and somehow the Eagles' offense made that defense look like it was the Purple People Eaters. The offense, I thought, looked good with Philadelphia. They were able to squeeze off some plays, and you had protection for Foles. I was just surprised it was that convincing. I thought it was going to be a competitive game. It was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, especially since we thought that the new McAdoo West Coast offense, that Eli had mastered it, that there were no more problems. And the question is, though, how can we put anything on Eli last night when he didn't have time to even pour a cup of coffee while Foles was having a 4-course meal whenever he faded back to pass?
Well, I was surprised. It was similar to the Patriots, where you were looking at Brady in the early part of the season, where they would have 5 wide and he'd had no protection. And then they decided to keep guys in. Brady got protection, and all of a sudden he looks like the Brady of old. So I don't know if that's something the Giants decide to do as they go to Dallas next weekend. But, knowing the Giants, knowing the Cowboys, this sounds like the kind of game the Giants win, as strange as that may sound.
Well, they win. They've won all but one of the times that they've visited the new Jones Mahal in the Metroplex. They win almost every time that they go there. But and this is one of those things where, yes, Dallas just had their most impressive win, perhaps, of the Romo era. And I don't think we're saying any, and I know they won a playoff game once, but what they did this past week was just as impressive. And then New York looked as they looked. It is set up for a Giant victory next week when you think about it. What are your thoughts on the Packers? Where do they stand after we saw the fake spikeage in the house of Marino and going ahead and improving to 4-2? How good do you think this team is in the NFC, Dan?
I had them going to the Super Bowl, so
you're back in your play.
Even with the loss of Well, no, I'm stuck with it. But I do like them a whole lot better.
Right.
Since Aaron told us to relax, and I think the Dolphins actually listened to him. I think he was saying at the line of scrimmage, relax, and the Dolphins did exactly that and allowed him to score the game-winning touchdown. So I still like what I see with him, with Eddie Lacy, with Jordy Nelson, Cobb, Boykin. I like the wide receivers. Wish they had a more impactful tight end. The defense has got to be opportunistic, but in the NFC, if you can get home field advantage and make Seattle come to your place, then you have a chance. But I still like what I see with Green Bay.
Maybe he should make that his Omaha right? He should just scream, relax. Is that what you're saying? That's
relax.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's his Omaha. It's the same number of letters. Speaking of Omaha, I know you're excited. NBC's excited that Peyton, that Peyton is on Sunday night within 3 of Favre's streak, right? I saw that you were mentioning that last night. And
yes, I was.
If he doesn't get it, that would mean he could get it on NFL Network and CBS the following week. Is it wrong for me to root for San Francisco's defense to just hold him to 2 on Sunday? No? I'm turning to you for your professionalism.
I'm sticking up. No, but I'm sticking up for you when all the haters came out talking about, the product on Thursday night.
Yes.
And then I said any of these other networks that had it would not be tweeting out if it was a bad product. And now you're rooting against Peyton Manning, so you have product on Thursday. Okay. All right, that's fine. So when Schefter and Troy Aikman come after you, I'm not going to have your back now. All right?
Is it on? Is that what you're saying? I didn't mean to start something here, Dan.
I just think just let the game play out, Rich. I mean, that's why they play the game. And if Peyton has 3 touchdowns on Sunday night, he has the all-time record. We get to bathe in his glory there. Tony Dungy in studio.
Yeah.
Just root for me, for a change.
Yeah,
Rich.
well, Dan,
Root
there is an eye in Rich and Eisen, though, as you know. So it's going to be tough, but I'm gonna have to attempt to do that. You want to weigh in on my poll question? Would you mind weighing in on my poll question?
Oh, I didn't know you had a poll question.
Yeah, we got poll questions too. Chris Brockman, you want to read our poll question for Dan, please?
Today's poll question for Monday, post-Week 6. Who is the best team in the NFL right now? Cowboys, Eagles, Chargers, Broncos. Still throwing the Seahawks on there.
What do you got, Dan? I know Rodney Harrison said Seahawks last night. I know Rodney said Seahawks last night.
Are we basing this off of all the results so far, or if you had a game to win right now, who would you put your money on?
I would go with the latter, yes, because if you had a game to win right now, that would be the Super Bowl. Who's the best team in the NFL right now?
I'd still take Seattle.
No kidding. You know what? I'm beginning to drink the Dallas juice a little bit, Dan. I'm beginning to drink the Dallas juice. That was really incredible yesterday. That was a playoff game. That felt like one. It looked like one.
Yes, but everything has to go right for Dallas. I don't think the defense is going to be consistently great. I think they can be aggressively good. Murray still has to stay healthy, something he hasn't been able to do. How many carries are you going to give him this season? He's on pace for the all-time record. And then all of a sudden it's going to get to Romo now getting into familiar territory for him, and that's throwing a lot of passes. So they had no interceptions yesterday against Seattle. They rushed for over 100 yards. And the defense shut down Seattle. That is a perfect game if you're going to beat Seattle. Can they do that on a consistent basis? I don't think so, but I still think it's a great story. I think it's up there as one of the top stories in the NFL that Dallas is back, and that's great for us.
Dan, thanks as always. I appreciate it.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, I was told you had what they say in the business, a hard out. You have a hard out? You have any last advice for Ted before you go, or what?
No. Just no, Ted. We're all in the same family. All right.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's what I've heard, but it doesn't really feel like that sometimes. But that's okay.
Well, you're a showrunner, so hang in there. Right?
You know what?
Wow.
That's
Ted,
it. I'm done.
Ted, where are you going?
I don't have to take this.
He doesn't mean it.
I don't have to take this.
He only gives it to you if if he likes you. Dan.
Wow.
Really?
Is that what you meant by calling us soft?
Wow, that just happened. that really just happened.
Rich, I called you soft, not your staff.
There he goes. Where is he going?
He's outside.
Wait.
He took his IFB and everything.
Where's he going?
Rich.
He's stomping.
He's a show walker, not a runner.
Look at his IFB. He's dragging it. His mic and everything.
Look at that guy. Wow.
All right, Dan, I gotta run. I gotta deal with this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to get ugly like that. Just your second appearance here. That's Dan.
I'm going to storm off the set too. I'm done.
Dan is done.
I am going to go get Ted. Ted! Ted!
Dissension in the ranks already. All right, we'll be back.
Relax, don't do it when you wanna go do it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go. Relax.
Wow. I'm already, I've got dissension in the ranks in just day number 1 of week number 2 here on the Dan Patrick Show. He has all his guys, and they stick together, and Ted's gone already, and I got Law not talking. I think we have video. Did Ted just get on a train? Did he just get on the train here in El Segundo? Do we have video of that? There he is. Wow. He's still walking. He's treating the turn. Oh, he's just jumping turnstiles now.
Wow, this is amazing.
And there, great Nat sound, as they say in the business. And now he's getting on the train here in El Segundo. This is a little shocking, guys. I don't even know what to say.
DP really hit a nerve.
We're looking at this live. Is this live right now?
This is breaking news.
This is so sad. Well, okay, we're going to have to contact Ted live here in El Segundo. He gets on the Metro without paying for it, I might add.
He just jumped the railing.
That might be illegal.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern, on Audience.